story. Hard-nosed, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hawkeyes will put total leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes the talented freshman. A huge spot for him. There might be a bit of a learning curve here, guys.
No doubt, being so young, he just has to be able to handle his emotion. He's got a lot of talent, David. He just has to keep it all under control.
Yeah, keep it under control. Realize it's one play at a time. Don't try to do too much, but he's got the talent, and now he's going to have to earn the respect of everybody around him.
To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch him stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Bringing the noise on first and goal. Firing to the right, complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Now adjusting. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawkeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. These corners backing off a bit. On second down, they'll take to the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
The play action fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Huskies are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Northern Illinois!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is behind significantly on that scoreboard. This has been a gong show since Old War Eagle took flight today. They're trailing by 14 to San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to get to it.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Touchdown, Huskies! And the special teams, that's always a momentum builder. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense not showing press coverage. They'll go back to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have...
He is smashing people. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he was is off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Scrambling away. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab enough for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab outside. It's Johnson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Headed to the end zone. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback adapted. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Using the quick game. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Iowa City as we say hello from our broadcast studios. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Puts it on in midfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And now on second down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This offense has a second down play. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Zings it complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's back to throw on second down. Steps away. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And the route is on.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game one going exactly how they scripted.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 19 over FIU.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Pumps it downfield. What a snag by the defense. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Man, as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
With the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Tries again to get it in. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what...
And the pass the 19.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.